Denise, you just graduated from college. What are you going to do next? I'm going to Disney World! Hey guys, it's Thursday, and yes, I am going to Disney World. We leave on Saturday, and we're driving all the way down there. Yes, driving 12 hours with a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old in the car. And it should be a lot of fun. We're going to go down and spend some time with my aunt and uncle who live in South Florida, and my mom's coming along too, so it's just going to be a big family vacation. We're going to go swimming and go to the beach, and then we're going to go to Magic Kingdom, Disney World, and SeaWorld. So I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun, and I haven't been down there in a really long time. Plus, it's the kids' first trip to Disney World, so the only thing with that is I don't know if I'm going to be able to make a video next week. I'm going to try to, but it might end up being late. I'm taking my camera and my laptop with me, but I just don't know if I'm going to have time. So if you don't see me next week, I apologize in advance, and I guess you can go ahead and punish me, but I'm going to try and make it, even if it doesn't end up online until like maybe Friday morning, depending on how fast I can get YouTube to upload it. So it's been really great to see everybody's videos back. I know AJ said this in his video yesterday, and I just have to agree. Mandy, it was great to see you again instead of just, you know, seeing whatever random thing and just hearing your voice. It was great to see you again, so yay. And also welcome Jacob, or Jacob number 2. Friday or Sunday Jacob, whatever day that is. Anyway, welcome to our vlog. I did have to try and figure that out because I'm not sure. I thought that Alex said that he was going to stay on Fridays. I could be wrong, but might want to figure that out. If you guys could just post in the comments and let us know which day you want. Fight it out, because it doesn't really matter as long as we have both days covered. So it's either Friday or Sunday. Just let us know, because otherwise I'm not going to know who to send it to at the end of this video. So the question of the week, my question about music. Well, from some of the things that I've talked about in previous videos, I guess you guys know that I like show tunes, especially Rent, that I went to see a few weekends ago. That's probably my favorite musical right now, but I've loved show tunes ever since I can remember. When I was in middle school, Phantom of the Opera was my favorite thing. I listened to it every single day as much as I possibly could. I would sit there and play like my Nintendo, but I would turn the volume down on my television and put Phantom of the Opera in my headphones while I'm playing my video game. My mom thought that I was really, really weird for doing this. But I also really, back then, I still do, really liked Les Mis. Currently, I really enjoy Avenue Q, which, if you don't know what that show is, it's a really kind of a Muppet show for adults. There's puppets, but they really take on adult subject matter. Like, one of the songs from the show is called "The Internet is for Porn," and it's hilarious. Another really funny show is it's called Title of Show. It didn't run for very long on Broadway, but it was really successful off Broadway, and it's also incredibly funny. I'm also have started getting into Wicked. I read the book. Actually, I listened to the soundtrack from the musical first, and then I read the book. They're nothing alike, but both of them are really good, and I really like the music. And now my daughter really likes the music. She listens to it in the car, and she keeps telling me to play this one song. It's called "What Is This Feeling?" over and over and over because she thinks it's really, really funny. As far as other music, I listen to a lot of stuff. I will have to agree with AJ that I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the current music. I listen to a lot of, I guess they're considered oldies now, but a lot of the music that my parents listened to, because I grew up listening to that music, so that's just some of the stuff that I really like the Eagles. Going back a little bit further, like the Beatles and the Mamas and the Papas. But as far as current music, I don't know. I'm not really up on it. I do like a lot of classical music because I used to be a classically trained musician. I played the flute. I actually went to college for the flute the first time I was in college. And I've also done a lot of singing, classical singing, mostly in choirs. So I like all different kinds of classical music, like the romantics and classical and some of the more modern contemporary pieces, pretty much anything. As long as it's really well crafted, then I like it. So the book that I'm reading this week is The Plot Against America by Philip Roth. And this is a really interesting book. As you can tell, it's about Nazis. It takes place during World War II, and it's basically it's an alternate historical novel. What that means is it takes a lot of things that happened in history, but then it changes some of it to try and think about what would have happened if certain things happened differently. For example, in this novel, there was apparently talk back in, I guess, the late 30s, early 40s, about Charles Lindbergh running for president. And he is very well known as an aviator and held a lot of world records for his piloting of different aircraft, I think across the Atlantic. So that was what he was really well known for, but he was also apparently a Nazi sympathizer. And he never actually ran for president, I don't think. I don't think he ever did, but there was talk of him possibly doing it. Well, what this book talks about is what would have happened if he not only ran, but he won. And it follows the story of this Jewish family that's growing up in Newark, New Jersey, and what they went through as America slowly starts becoming more and more allied with Nazi Germany. So it raises a lot of questions and makes you think a lot, which I always like in a book. And it's, I think, part of what makes it kind of scary and prolific is how easy it was for the country to turn that way, and how a lot of people didn't realize how serious it was until it was too late to do anything. And some of the issues that they talk about in here are some that we deal with today. Like, one of the things that Lindbergh kept saying was that he was going to make sure that America didn't go to war. That was one of the main things on the platform that he ran against, because FDR was wanting to commit American forces to the Second World War, and Lindbergh won by saying that he was going to keep America out of the war, which in his view was by allying with Germany. So it's a really good book. It makes you think a lot. The characters are really, really well drawn, and you really feel connected to this Jewish family, especially the youngest son, who's the one that's telling the story. So I highly recommend it. I'm almost done with it. You can see I've got this much left, and I'm going to finish it today because I want to know what happens. So I think that's it for me today. I'm not sure who we're going to see tomorrow. It's either going to be Alex or Jacob. Remember, guys, fight it out in the comments, but I will see one of you tomorrow. Bye.